All right, man, we back. Mercy Sports Talk, we in the building, man, and it's a lot of debate going on. Darius Slay is negotiating his contract with the fans, which is never a good idea. It's one of the detriments for anybody, especially athletes, of being on social media. But let's talk about Darius Slay and his contract situation. We talked about it a little bit on live last night, but it's went to a whole new level. But we back. CJ Goodfella, Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for checking in, man. On a serious note, make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button. Best way to help and donate to the channel is to share the video somewhere with a Detroit Lion fan. So, but people talking about Darius Slay. He not that good, and he not Jalen Ramsey. He don't deserve $15 million a year, and we can spend $15 million a different way. So be it. I don't like the fact that he is negotiating this contract with the fans, but I take it as a joke, to be honest. And everything he say, one guy came in and said he joined his Xbox Live party. He said he wanted this, and one guy said that, all right, 4 years, $8 million a year, $32 million, fully guaranteed. That's it. He said no. So, at the end of the day, people got to understand, man. Much as Darius Slay says for politics he want to be in Detroit, he don't want to be in Detroit. Trust me. Nobody wants to be with this organization while Martha Ford is running it. The city not bad at all, playing in the surrounding areas. I think it's more of they want to run the price up to play in Detroit because you're not going to win nothing. The notoriety going to go down. Your chances of winning the championship, your chances of making a Hall of Fame, your chances of being all pro, your chances of being a Pro Bowler. It's all, trending down when you play in Detroit. Fun fact, I know most people that watch the Lions that's of age know that the Lions have never won the NFC North Division. They won the Central Division in '91 is the last time I think they won it. So, at the same time, it's the same issue with Ndamukong Suh. Ndamukong Suh wanted more money to stay in Detroit than other teams was offering, so he left. It's basically, staying somewhere you don't want to stay, and you run a checkup on them. That's what you do. People got to remember, Darius Slay's career is probably going to take a drastic turn if he get traded to Philadelphia. He probably instantly going to be recognized as probably, if he plays at the level he's been playing at, with that front seven, he probably going to instantly be recognized as one of the best corners in football. That's just what the situation is, and fans tend to forget that you are in Detroit, you are in an organization that's not going to win. So to retain your players, you're going to have to pay them. You're going to have to overpay them. To get anybody to come to Detroit, you got to overpay them, other than when you draft them. That's just what it is. Fans don't have an issue with Matthew Stafford when he got that big contract. The same fans complain about Darius Slay, who probably going to make half of what Matthew Stafford making. Darius Slay has outplayed Matthew Stafford in every shape, form, and fashion. And don't give me, Matthew Stafford don't have this. Neither do Darius Slay. Darius Slay don't have a great front seven. Darius Slay don't have good linebackers. He ain't had the greatest safeties. But he handled business. He made Pro Bowls. He been all pro. He done stuff that Matthew Stafford hasn't done. So nobody had an issue with paying Matthew Stafford. And Matthew Stafford ain't lived up to that contract not one bit. Garoppolo made the playoff, went to the Super Bowl. Kirk Cousins made the playoffs, won the playoff game. Matt Ryan made the Super Bowl. Russell Wilson won the Super Bowl, made it to another. You know what I'm saying? Jared Goff made it to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So, all these other dudes that's getting paid more than him, Derek Carr, I think he made it to the playoffs, but he got injured before they got there. But at the same time, nobody had a problem paying Matthew Stafford. And Darius Slay is a better player than Matthew Stafford. It's proven. But that's come with the territory. But they didn't have no problem paying Stafford. It wasn't let's franchise tag him and let's test the market for Stafford. No, every time it was time for Stafford to get paid, it wasn't no negotiating. It wasn't no big negotiation. It wasn't nobody holding out. They paid him what he wanted. When it came down to Ndamukong Suh, nope. When it came down to Darius Slay, nope. They paid Calvin what he wanted. So, but Calvin brought in so much money with jersey sales, and people came to see Megatron. But people tend to forget what it was like without Darius Slay here. They forget Aaron Berry, Bill Bentley, Dre Block, Chris Houston, Alex Carter. You know what I'm saying? You know how long it took them to get a serviceable running mate for Darius Slay? And Rashad Melvin, Nevin Lawson, Deshaun Shedd. You know what I'm saying? DJ Hayton. They ran through cornerbacks. Tease Tabor. You know, it took a long time for them to get a respectable dude on the other side of Darius Slay. A long time. You know, look at Justin Coleman. They gave him all that money. He was the worst, one of the worst defenders in coverage last season. You know, but I understand it. He getting towards the end of his career. But I'm telling y'all, man, you know, these fans is crazy. They forget the struggle at corner we had for all them years. This Darius Slay for the Detroit area, for the Detroit line. He a generational talent. He is. You know, if they choose not to pay him, that's the best thing happened for his career is God, Detroit. He can end up in Philly. He can end up wherever else he end up, New England. You know, he can end up in Chicago. Wherever he go, it's going to be probably the best for his career to get out of here. To probably go to an organization that know what it feel like to win, that know how to run. Baltimore, Jimmy Smith a free agent. So they might want to pair, you know, Darius Slay and Marcus Peters. Don't know how much to play Slay. But you see Xavien Howard get paid all that money. And you done been consistently and better for longer than Xavien Howard. He got one season. What you expect? Just because you get paid the most money, it don't mean you the best. You just resetting the market. Ty Gurley did it. He wasn't really considered the best running back. It was nip and tuck with him and Ezekiel Elliott. But he got his money. But you got all these fans that's trying to play capologist and GM. Or we could just draft Jeff Okudah like it's a sure thing. Remember D. Milliner? He went high. Morris Claiborne, he went high. You know, and it didn't work out. With that defensive line in front of, that front seven in front of any cornerback, it's going to be hard for them to survive. When you 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi with the Lions. So, you know, they want to run them out of town. I just find it funny, man. They want to run Darius Slay out of town. You know, people wanted to run, got mad at Ndamukong Suh for doing what he did, but nobody ever want to run Matthew Stafford out of town. No matter how many missed throws he had, no matter the game he had versus the Raiders and his back broken, that's one player people don't replay. Well, Stafford's not the problem. Well, the last 12 years, 11 seasons, I mean, he's been the one consistent. Through all the head coaches, through all the offensive coordinators, through the general manager, through Bill Ford, through Martha Ford, he been the one guy that's still been here. That's the one constant. Not saying that he the complete problem, but I just find it funny. Nobody ever turned on Matthew Stafford. Nobody. Nobody got a problem. If they paid him tomorrow and made him highest paid quarterback in the NFL, wouldn't nobody bat an eye. But Darius Slay want to get half the money that he getting, and he been consistently better than Matthew Stafford. You know what I'm saying? They both been injured over the duration of their career. He made a lot more plays. He ranked higher in his position than Matthew Stafford do. But it's a problem paying him. But I get it. I do get it. But watch it. If he still can be at the level physically, you know, with another team, I don't know, he go to Dallas or he goes to Houston or somewhere like that. Watch what I tell you. Watch he take off. People going to be talking about him as the best corner in the league. Detroit has really impressed his abilities by not, you know, surrounding him with a supporting cast. But the cornerback position, like we said last night, is a dependent position. It's dependent on the pass rush. It's dependent on the safeties. It's dependent on your other corner. It's dependent on a lot of things. But one thing about it, he's consistently showed up in big spots and big moments, and he's consistently been really, really good. You know what I'm saying? In a team that hasn't, you know, haven't been good at evaluating cornerbacks. May it be free agents, may it be drafting. People tend to forget that. They just think plugging in Jeff Okudah, is just gonna be like bam, it's over with. We win. We just do what Darius Slay did. But I really don't believe that to be the case. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about Darius Slay demands. Like I said before, run a check up on the Lions. They don't have no problem paying Matthew Stafford his money. So get your money as well. If not, you leave. You probably go somewhere and get an opportunity to win something. Like, Ndamukong Suh left and Lincoln Thompson left and, Clifford Averill left. So that is what it is, man. Motor City Sports Talk. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation? Cash App, PayPal in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. And let me know what y'all think about Darius Slay. Should they pay him, not pay him, or whatever the situation may be. He is, 28, 29 years old. But I do appreciate it. Check out our live stream playlist. We did a Lions Live last night. Detroit Piston, Lion playlist, and a lot of other ones. One time for the one time, Motor City Sports Talk.